for talking. A parent went to school administration after her daughter came home with an audio recording on it. The 7th grade teacher allegedly talking about shooting students for disrupting class because, quote, the rest of the year would go smooth. Because you guys know I'm not kidding, but I'm not allowed to do that. In northeastern Wisconsin, a county declares itself a Second Amendment sanctuary. A Florence County supervisor says a recent call by Governor Tony Evers for gun control made constituents there nervous. The Journal-Sentinel says the non-binding measure gives the Florence County Sheriff the ability to exercise discretion not to enforce a, quote, unconstitutional firearms law, unquote. Officials say firearms would still be taken away from convicted felons or in criminal cases. Republican strategist and longtime Trump confidant Roger Stone now likely heading to jail. The jury today finding Stone guilty on 7 separate charges, finding that he obstructed a House Intelligence Committee investigation, tampered with witnesses, and lied to Congress about his attempts to communicate with WikiLeaks. Stone was indicted in January as part of the Mueller investigation into Russian meddling in the 2016 presidential election. The former U.S. ambassador to Ukraine testified before Congress today, saying that she felt shocked and threatened by the president's words about her during a July phone call with Ukraine's leader. Marie Yovanovitch publicly testifying that the president's personal attorney, Rudy Giuliani, orchestrated what she called a smear campaign used to oust her from her post, and the implications on U.S. foreign policy.
Shady interests the world over have learned how little it takes to remove an American ambassador who does not give them what they want.
The world over, she said. Republicans, though, had argued that President Trump was well within his rights to recall a sitting ambassador, and pointing out that Yovanovitch was removed in May, that prior to the events at the center of the impeachment investigation. Mike, this day was a little bit better than some of them that we have seen previously this week.
It was a much better end to the work week than the start of the work week when we had the bitterly cold conditions. Thank goodness for the sunshine, brought temperature readings back above freezing today. We didn't have much wind this afternoon. All in all, a wonderful afternoon of weather conditions in the area. And right now it's good out there too. You can see some light still on the horizon. The sun, of course, is set. The R-Store camera shows that there's plenty of traffic on Highway 51, but it's flowing smoothly. The Wisconsin DOT is reporting excellent travel conditions on all the major roads and thoroughfares throughout the Great Badger State. Right now in Wausau, the temperature reading is at 32 degrees. The relative humidity is at 44%. It's low, not much wind, northeast at 3 miles per hour, so there's not a wind chill concern. We haven't been able to say that for a while. Temperature readings right now in the area range from the mid-20s to low 30s. With clear skies expected for a while this evening, the temperature readings will fall rather quickly, but we won't have much wind. So we have a fairly pleasant forecast this evening, just a gradual drop in the temperature readings. This weekend will turn the tide, though. It will still stay mild, but we'll have some wind and snow to contend with. I'll have the forecast update in a few minutes.
Thank you very much, Mike. A Wausau mother of 4 is behind bars today for charges of repeated child abuse. A police report alleges that Cassandra Malloy and her boyfriend, Elton Carter, would hit her children with their hands or a spoon. Malloy would also allegedly let Carter, who has previous convictions for domestic abuse against Malloy, to stay with her, violating his probation. She is being held on a $950 bond. In Colorado Springs, a disturbing discovery at an in-home daycare. Police say they received a tip about Play Mountain Place having too many kids. What they found? A false wall and 26 kids in the basement. Only 2 adults were down there with them. That is well above the ratio put forth by state regulations there. No arrests, but police say that they are looking to pursue, quote, appropriate charges. Tonight, the tale of 2 families tragically connected by the murder of an Illinois University scholar. Brent Christensen was recently convicted for the 2017 murder of Ying Zhang. Christensen is from the Stevens Point area, and for the first time we will hear from the killer's father. There will be a special 2-hour-long episode of 2020 tonight focusing on this case. You can catch that here on News 9 tonight at 8 o'clock. The suspect in a Portage County arson is being held on a $5,000 bond. Zachariah Reynolds is believed to be involved regarding a suspicious fire on Tow Run Road on Wednesday evening. Fire officials say the homeowner in that case was given help to find housing while the investigation is underway. First Lady Kathy Evers visited our area schools today to talk about women's suffrage. News 9's Allie Peters has details on this. Allie.
Yeah, Melissa, Kathy Evers, Governor Tony Evers' wife, visited both the Pittsville School District and Riverside Elementary in Ringgold. She and a Wisconsin Historical Society representative talked to students about the role of Wisconsin women in the suffrage movement. It's been 100 years since Wisconsin ratified its 19th Amendment, making it the first state to grant women the right to vote. Students were given an overview of the historical moment, and First Lady Evers says she hopes to inspire younger generations to vote when they get older.
And it's just, to honor the, suffrage movement for 100 years. Women have done so much good to get us where we're at today, and we want to continue that movement.
The governor's office has also introduced new school resources which focus on the suffrage movement in Wisconsin and nationally. The First Lady and Historical Society plan to visit more Wisconsin schools in the coming months. Melissa, back to you.
Thank you very much, Allie. News 9 is also digging deeper into LGBT students in our area facing struggles that are different from their peers. Reports show that they are bullied more and struggle to be themselves in our school systems, but there are things that are changing in central Wisconsin. Hear their experiences firsthand.
It's like playing a tape on a VCR and a DVD. They're both the same thing, but the DVD is clearer and sharper, and you know what you're looking at.
Tonight at 10, News 9's Tom Lally sits down with parents, students, and elders who lead them through. It is a story that you will see only on News 9. Many veterans suffer silently from a disease that you can't see. The horrors of what they witnessed in a war zone leave them with post-traumatic stress disorder, which can have lethal consequences. This weekend, an event takes place in Wausau to raise awareness about how dogs may be part of the solution. The numbers are staggering.
There are 500,000 undiagnosed vets with PTSD. So we're trying to reach out. Someone knows someone somewhere.
Sarah Tuat wants to raise awareness about PTSD and how certified service dogs can change lives.